Why did you start your locks? What has this journey taught you? How many locks do you have? What method did you start with? Does lock size matter? Alright, hey guys, welcome back to another video. So today, as you can see by the title, I will be answering some burning questions that you guys have. So yeah, it's pretty quick, pretty simple, and that you guys asked on my Instagram. So I'm gonna just get right into it. No more delay. Without further ado, I'll just go ahead and start answering them. Yeah, I have been blowing up my DMs on TikTok, Instagram, everywhere. So yeah, if you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and follow me right here. The ad will be right here, and on TikTok, the ad will be also be right here. But anyways, yeah, let's get into it. Does lock size matter, and why did you choose yours? Honestly, the size matters and the amount you do matters. So one thing I learned is the more hair you have, the more shrinkage you will experience, honestly, and the size affects the whole look and the experience. And I say that because thick locks tend to be heavier, especially when they're wet. Like when you're washing your hair and like everything is soaked, boy, just know your neck gonna hurt. That's all I could say. Yeah, because I've experienced that probably one time, but I don't feel like my lock, I have that much locks, honestly. It looks full, but I don't feel like it's a lot. And I feel like the size matters because don't get your parts too skinny. If you don't want like micro locks or sister locks, don't go too skinny, because skinny locks can be painful from like the tension, you know what I mean? So yeah, and the size matters because you also don't want an uneven look. You don't want some parts big, some locks big, some skinny. Like I do have a few skinny locks, and let me see if I can find one real quick. This one, I guess you could say, is kind of skinny. And when my loctician gets to the top, boy, do they hurt. They hurt from the pulling. Yeah. So I just be like praying when I get to the top. Trust. But yeah. And keep in mind that locks do expand over time. Like, so each time you wash it and you get a retwist, some of them will get very gigantic. Seems like I can't find them today, but I have one in the front, like this one. Oh, it seems like it's getting skinny. Oh well, that's nice. But yeah, that one, it does not incorporate. So yeah, for me, I chose medium style because I feel like it would just be manageable for me. Like, so when I'm putting in a ponytail, it's easy for me to manage, and I'm able to do multiple different styles. There's more versatility. Like, for example, like if you have wigs, there's certain styles you cannot do. Like if you want to do half barrels, it's just not gonna look right, And if you have too many locks, you may have mad barrels, just saying. Like, so you just gotta pick your poison. It's really up to you and your hair type, your hair texture. So yeah, that's another thing too, is learn your hair type and your hair texture. Anyways, next question: what's your go-to style, and how do you deal with being tender-headed? My go-to style is half barrels. I feel like so far it hasn't failed me, and it's pretty simple. I feel like it almost fits any occasion, formal, casual, so yeah. And when you pull them out, you get like this curly look, kind of like right here that I have it right now. So for tender-headedness, I'm not really a tender-headed person. I was never tender-headed until I got locks, honestly. But I'm only tender-headed at the top, where the parts are like kind of skinny. I would say to combat that is not to get too much styles, because a lot of styles affect the roots. Yeah, so try not to get too much styles. Okay, so another thing I learned as well is when you're washing your hair, try to separate it and like pull apart the roots. If they aren't already loose, try to do that. Yeah, I also felt like that has helped me in the past. I feel like being tender-headed, having locks, you just kind of can't avoid it. I've heard a lot of people say it, and I've also experienced it, and I've never been tender-headed before in my life, so it's true. Next question: what would you do differently with your locks? Honestly, I feel like for me, I would have probably done more research. I feel like I did a lot of research, but it was mainly as I go. But I feel like it still worked out for me. Here's why I say that. Why I would have done research sooner and not as I go, because I didn't realize that like using conditioner detangles your starter locks. So I feel like if I had stopped using that, maybe my hair would have locked up faster. It maybe like tame more of the frizziness. That's also another way to tame frizziness, is to not use locks. So if you got to this far, now you'll know. Sorry, I didn't drop it earlier. Another thing I would have done is I would have tried starting with a different method just to see if I would get the same result. I would probably try with 2-strand twists. I heard those take extremely longer, but I would just want to see. And honestly, maybe I would have tried sister locks. I mean, I don't know if I could have done the pain, because like I could barely handle these skinny ones when they're getting retwisted. So, but who cares? I would think I would try it. Not saying I would get up and do it today, but if I was to do something different. Anyways, next question. What was the hardest part of your journey and how did you get through it? So I felt like the starter phase was the hardest because the shrinkage was wild. I wasn't expecting it. I thought because I came in with long hair, no, I'll be fine. Bro, when I tell you my hair went from being here at least to here, it was crazy. I couldn't do no styles, nothing. I just had to sit through it, literally. I couldn't even do a ponytail, nothing. And then when I would try to put it, like I would try to do like the polo G, bro, it just looked like noodles. It just didn't look right. I went to the gym, couldn't even put it in a ponytail, nothing. Yeah. And I felt like the another hard stage was the budding phase, because I felt like my hair wouldn't incorporate as well. Some locks will go in different directions, and you just can't change it because my locks hadn't have dropped yet. So I just had to just sit through it and deal. And the only way I got through it was I stayed patient. I stayed down and I was consistent. I didn't give up, and I learned to love the process. I'm telling you, I gotta learn to love the process. Next question. What were the worst things about your lock journey? So I would say the starter locks, I loved it, but they would unravel a lot. And so I would just be like, doop, doop, trying to put them back together. Another thing I would say is like one of the worst things is people being like, oh, you got locks, you could just get up and go, girl. No, you cannot. That's a myth. It's a myth. There's some days where your hair will not cooperate because it's budding, or they're just thick because they're in the pregnant phase. That's also the budding phase. Well, I call it the pregnant phase. You know what I mean? Like, there's some days it just won't cooperate. So sometimes you just can't get up and go. I mean, I don't, maybe on a day like today, since my locks are getting mature, I could get up and go, but like, you know, that's not always the case. Some days you may fit your hair in wrong into the lock cap, and one may just be going up like this. Now what you gonna do? You know what I mean? So it's not always ideal. So another thing I would say is the product built up. Sometimes the product, if you use heavy products, the buildup can go crazy. I'm not gonna lie. So make sure you're careful of the products that you use. In lint, bro, I hate lint. Every time I see it, I just want to rip it out. Trust, bro, trust. I'm telling you, just be wanting to rip it out. But honestly, just don't even pick at it. If it's embedded, just leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. But if it's on the end, sometimes I'll just pull it off. So I say to just keep your locks covered for that reason. Limited styling options during the awkward phase and like the different hair length. Like for example, there's certain styles you can't do, like because your hair may be on different lengths. Like the front may be shorter, the back may be longer. Then if you do a full barrel, you try to leave the ends out, some long, some short. So it just won't work, you know what I mean? And here we go. Here's one right here. It's already like, what is it doing? Sticking out. I also hated the drying process, to be honest. I hated drying my hair under the dryer. It hurts with the clips, trust. That's another thing. It hurts. And the styles are painful, like barrels. Most painful style I ever had, bro, was the crown. The barrel crowns. Hate them down. Ooh, I never felt that much pain in my life. My head never throbbed until I got locks, bro. Trust. Y'all gonna experience it for yourself till you do it. Here's another one. Have you ever thought about combing them out? Combing out your locks or starting over? I've never acted on it, obviously, but I feel like I wouldn't say I wanted to comb them out, but I felt like there were days where I wanted to give up, and I felt like that was during the budding phase, because I kept asking my loctician, I said, what is going on? Is this never gonna go away? And I'll pop a photo here, but like, it was rough. There were days I wanted to give up, you know, but yeah. Because, mind you, my hair was too short to go in a ponytail. So I just had to just live with it and just wear it out, you know. Alright, this is my last question. How do you keep your locks moisturized and healthy? So I just try to use some oils. I use jojoba. I don't know how to say it. I just be using stuff. But I use that one, and I also use this strengthening oil. I pop up the photo here or here, one of them. Yeah. I also spritz my hair with water as well, and I also brush my locks to stimulate, like, you know, the scalp and to distribute the moisture. And then this is the last question. A lot of people have been asking this: how do you get your hair to grow, and how do you get the volume and thickness? Volume and thickness will come over time, and that's why also it goes back to the size you do. Like, if you do micro locks and you're looking for big volume thickness like this, it's just not gonna happen. So it depends on the size you do. You just have to know what you want exactly. So I always keep my hair moisturized, especially the ends. The ends, make sure you're moisturizing the ends of your hair, the shaft as well, and keep the ends moisturized, the middle, and the scalp, and to help prevent breakage as well, because the ends are the oldest part of your hair. Keep your scalp clean, washing your hair, oiling it, all that good stuff. And also limit the amount of styles you do. Like, for me, I don't do a style every month, but like, and I also retwist once a month. Yeah, make sure you limit the amount of styles that you do. So, and also, like, I be seeing people putting box braids. You don't want to be doing that during like the first year at least, because you want your locks to breathe. You know what I mean, you could probably do wigs over it, but like, I feel like my fear is putting braids over these, and then my hair just comes out in my hand. I think I would actually cry. And I would say another thing is to leave your hair alone, bro. If you're home, just put it in a lock kit and sit down somewhere. You do not need to be, oh, I'm trying this. Oh, I'm trying. Just let the hair breathe and let it live. That's it. That's all. Yeah, that's it. That's all. That's all I got for y'all today. But yeah, fun facts about me is I just retwist once a month. I document all my retwists, everything, my detox, everything. I'm just a very organized girly. If you guys enjoyed this video, let me know. Comment down below. Let me know how long y'all been on your journey, what products y'all use, everything. I need all the shampoos, everything. And I'll also do a product video as well of all the products I did. Thanks for supporting me, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Make sure y'all watch my previous video as well on my wash day.
Don't play with it, don't be the size. Still not